quietened by His love, by God's love. I don't know if you sometimes feel kind of fidgety and uptight or worried. Sometimes you know what the reason is, or sometimes you just wake up. Maybe it's just me, and you just feel that kind of tension. You're agitated. Sometimes your kids, or your wife, or your husband, or your colleagues, they notice that. They like you're not your normal self. But there's a lovely verse in Zephaniah 3:17 where it talks about God quieting us with His love. It's kind of like, oh, shh, be still. You see a lot in the Bible about this kind of stilling yourself, not being anxious, not being worried, to still yourself. And often it doesn't kind of give any much clarity how to do that or why to do that. But this verse tells us to quieten ourselves, let His love quieten us. I was reading in the Psalms recently about just having His stillness as we sleep, that He just quietens us. And it brought back memories of particularly my children when they were small. They were babies, they were in the cribs. And I would often be the one who would put them down. And I'd kind of gently, as good as I could, put them into the cot. And if you ever have children, you'd be very familiar with this. You know, they're asleep on you and you take them off, you try to put them in a cot, and then they begin to wake up again. Oh, it was such hard work sometimes. And I would sit next to the cot and I would sing and sing and sing. And then you try to kind of leave and you'd suddenly creak, and this baby that had been asleep was suddenly wide awake, startled. One of my children in particular seemed to have an amazing ability to be aware if you were trying to leave that room without him knowing. But you know, the great thing about God is He never leaves. He's always there. The context of that verse is just before that, it says He's rejoicing over us with singing. I know that I used to sing a lot of my kids, poor kids. If you don't know me, I can't sing in tune. And so definitely not the most tuneful song. But my heart was in it. I don't know if they were aware of it as children, how bad I actually sang. But I think they were comforted because I was there. And just this kind of knowledge or thought that I might not be there was enough to kind of wake them and stir them and agitate them and cause them to begin to cry again. And so how delightful to know that we, in our situation, in our cribs, God is always there. And He is singing over us and just saying, let me quieten you with my love. I think one of the reasons maybe that verse won't bring as much quietening or calming as it should do is because we don't really fully understand, comprehend, grasp His love. His wide and His long and the height and the depths of that love. Because when we really grasp it, when Ephesians says in chapter 3, we are kind of rooted and established in that love. Nothing else matters. We can sleep quietly no matter what is happening around us. I think that's one of the reasons why Jesus in the storm could sleep when everybody else was panicking, when everybody else was agitated, was worried, was yelling, crying out. Because He was confident in the love the Father had for Him. He knew it was going to be okay. Above the noise of the waves and the thunder and the crashing and the yelling, He could hear His Father's voice singing over Him, quietening Him. And so I'd encourage you today, in the hustle and the bustle and the things that may be pulling you apart and drawing you away, just to be quiet. and hear his love calming your deepest inner self. His love saying it's going to be okay. It's all right. I'm going to take care of everything. That's why babies can just sleep so content, because they know that we will feed them, we will clothe them, we will sort out their messes. We are there for them, and we love them. We think they're adorable, and he thinks we are adorable.